buck. Dropped him.
Whoa!
Right there, baby.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading out for the Colorado Muzzleloader Pronghorn Antelope buck hunt. I drew that tag this year. There's a spot not too far from where I live where I've seen them. I've always seen them on private land, but there is a big, huge chunk of public land that's just right adjacent to that. It's got some rolling hills and some undulations, so might be some opportunities to get up close. My muzzleloader, I've got it to where I can get out to about 200 yards and be fairly consistent with my accuracy, so I might take a 200-yard shot. I'm hoping for more like 100, 150. But I've got my boy with me, Zachary, and we are headed up tonight to do mostly scouting to see where we want to go tomorrow morning. It's really only a 1 week long hunt, and it's only got 1 weekend in the middle of it. So we're just going to hunt Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. But hey, maybe we'll be done Friday night if we find one. What do you think, Zach?
It's going to be awesome.
And Zachary is also looking for what?
Coyotes and prairie dogs.
Coyotes and prairie dogs are also in season. So we've got a little 223 that is all sighted in and raring to go. So hopefully we'll have some fun. Why don't you guys come tag along with us? Well, we just accessed our main road to get in here and on the private land. We found somebody who obviously knows that it's private land, but that's only a couple miles from where we're going to be, if that. And guys, we're glassing over some private land now. We're on a county road and just kind of trying to see if we can locate any herds for tomorrow. Those hills over there, the foothills, are the public land that we can hunt. It's like 6 miles by 8 miles. And then over here, these hills are also public. So hopefully we'll run into an antelope out here.
Dude.
Well, I might have just discovered why it was so hard to find elk in the mountains.
They're all right here.
Down here, down low. There's a huge herd of elk. It's crazy. It's only even archery season right now. Not even rifle and they're down here this low. It's hot down here too. Well, we made it back from exploring this side of the hunting area. It's really cool territory, but it looks a lot more like mule deer territory. Saw some deer tracks. We actually saw 2 mule deer back there, and a lot of, what else did we see, Zach? Coyote.
No, we didn't see any coyotes.
But we saw coyote.
Tracks.
Tracks and coyote.
Cool.
Yep. So we found a cool future coyote hunting valley and maybe a deer hunting valley. But we got a little bit of daylight. We're going to drive past one other piece of ground that's public and just kind of see what it looks like on our way home. You guys are looking back up at our public land, and we glassed an antelope, looked like a buck, way over there. And we have to come in from the right. So we'll come back tomorrow. Got some other animals moving over there. They look a little dark for antelope. Well, we're seeing a lot of wildlife tonight. Alright guys, it's Saturday morning. We've got some permission to be on some of this private land. Not quite shooting light yet, and I'm seeing some antelope way in the distance roaming around out there. So we're going to come up with a game plan and see if we're going to take off from here, move to a wash. If I'm just over the bluff past those haystacks, and then I see one lone buck out there. And we have a whole mile to go that way. Let's see if we can figure out how to get closer, hunting on the surface of the moon. We hiked in about a quarter mile. Then we started seeing antelope, but they were all does, and they were out about 300-400 yards. We decided our best play was to crawl on our knees to stay low and just try to get within range in case there was a buck with them. Still all does, no bucks. Now we knew that the private land we were on was agricultural, but we didn't know what kind of crop they had. Turns out we were hunting in a hemp field. And I must say, the smell is very recognizable. We had just spotted another herd of antelope, and luckily there was a little rise that we were on, and they were down in the bottom. We decided to keep crawling on our knees to get within range. If you look close, you can see the tips of their ears in this footage. Then we noticed a group of does heading parallel to us. I checked the yardage and they were right at 100 yards, so I prepared for a shot just in case a buck was coming up in the back.
There's a buck. There's the buck. What are you thinking?
I think it's a good shot. I think I heard it hit me.
Awesome. I could see what I usually used to see as a hair fly, right? When you hit them. I think that's what I saw too. How far was that, Dale?
Right at 100.
100.
Did we beat him?
I may have.
I finished reloading and I was a bit in disbelief that he didn't just fall over because I was pretty confident that it was a good shot. All the deer-sized game I've ever shot with that gun have just fallen over.
I lost track of him after we went over the hill. I didn't see him come up the other side. Did you? Hunting antelope in the hemp field, only in Colorado. He bedded down.
Did he?
Yep. Yeah, he's hurting.
Even though he was bedded down, I wanted to try to get within range just in case he stood back up again, because I didn't want him to get off this property. So I stayed as low as I could and got within about 60 yards of where he was laying. Guys, shot that antelope about 100 yards. Followed him and he fell over up here. But I've been watching him at a close distance, army crawling backwards to about 55 yards. And now I'm watching him lay there. Just gonna make sure he's not gonna get up. If he does, I'll put him back down.
So we made a great big circle.
Yep.
There's Dale. There's the antelope. There's the truck. So that's gonna be a really long, hard pack out. What do you think, Zach?
Super hard.
So how does a buck antelope have a 50 caliber bullet go through his lung and exit out the other side, and then he still goes 300 yards? I'm not sure. Maybe he was stoned from grazing in a hemp field all morning.
He's got himself an antelope. All right. Yeah, we'll grab his pack. Got him a little bit closer to the truck.
It's kind of nice he carried himself all the way over here.
Good job, Dale. Sweetness. Who's that bladed sucker? Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah.
Having backstrap tonight. While watching footage.
We'll be having all kinds of fun tonight.
Tough to draw rifle tags for antelope. It takes years and years for good areas. But muzzleloader tag, I drew it on the first year and got it done today. It was about 100 yards, quartering a little bit away, so I'm a little bit this side from where I wanted, but one shot got it done. We saw him kind of run up over the hill, and I saw the does. I saw him lagging behind. He was hurting for sure, so we just kind of hung back. But luckily, he just kind of came over here and sort of laid down, so I decided to go ahead and try to close the distance to where I'm under 100 yards, where that gun's more accurate, and just kind of reverse army crawled down here, got down to about 60 yards, and then I just sat here for 10-15 minutes and just made sure he didn't move again. And luckily he carried himself pretty close to the road, so we're going to throw him in the truck and go pay the landowner. It was a good time.
Awesome. Dang, bladed. Freaking thick sucker.
That ball.
That's it right there?
That's it.
Good shot,
That's what I thought, dude.
Tough
He's
sucker.
quartering away. That's why he kind of got hit in the hip.
Yeah.
I had to let him clear those trees and stuff. I let him walk a little past so I wasn't shooting right down whatever's in those trees.
There's a pile of deer over there. There's a pile of antelope over there.
And this, you see where all the foothills start, the foothills that go across there?
Mm-hmm.
That's that whole public area.
Probably a little bit less antelope in there.
Oh, yeah.
Miss, probably. Good muzzleloader area. That worked perfect, dude. He circled around. All those does, all those does, all those does.
I was like, something's got to come.
There's gotta be a buck coming.
I was like, I just got ready.
I got pretty good film of your shot.
Right on.
When you shot, I was like, oh, he shot over his back. And I'm thinking, no, I remember. You always see the hair fly. I'm like, that's the hair fly. And he hit him.
I probably got it.
Here we go. Mama at home's favorite meat, antelope. Got an empty freezer. This will
In my
fill a little bit of it. Yep. And Natalie's and Zach's favorite food. That's what I was hoping with this tag would happen. That was cool. They came up and over the hill towards us. I didn't think that was going to happen.
No, I didn't think I was. When they started moving, I was like, oh, crap. There they go.
I don't think they even knew we were there. I mean, the does, they were like, what's up with that? But like, I think they just were naturally coming our way for some reason.
That was perfect, man. They could have been all the way down there where those deer were at, 500 yards away.
Yeah, I thought it was a long shot.
He came up just perfect. And then I'm sure you probably did the same thing I was doing. He'd stop, and then he'd take a step. Then he'd stop, then he'd take a step. Then he'd stop, then he'd take a step. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, dude.
I think I had this running, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I got it all on film. I was
Oh,
thinking,
cool.
I was thinking, oh, dude, any second now he's gonna bolt. He's gonna bolt.
So how are we gonna pack it?
You're just gonna pick him up, put him on your shoulders.
Yep.